And it says you're live. It even says you're live.
Ooh, we are live.
You're alive? Wait a minute.
I'm alive. The comics back there are a little
They're a little
faded.
sparkly.
Yeah. Let's see here if I can angle it down a little bit. Now my forehead sparkly.
Not mine.
Not at all.
Aww. Oh my God, it's on.
You're still connected to Alexa.
I'm still connected to the Alexa. I'm so sorry.
I was so confused.
I'm not sure I've
terrifying.
never been so scared in my life. Oh my God, Tess is sneaking up behind me. I'll get strangled from behind. Wow.
That was awful. I
Hey,
hated
everyone.
every moment of that. Happy 100!
Well, sure. Right. It's all got to work out, right?
Exactly.
Well, welcome, everyone. Welcome to our new studio.
Yes.
Woo!
We're trying out some different places. We're going to see where we're going to end up. Might be somewhere different every week. We don't know.
Yeah, I think it should be somewhere different every week.
Yeah.
I think it'd
We
be
could
cool.
get really creative with it. Like the dungeon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The dungeon episode should be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
We should
about
save
it.
that one for October.
Over.
Please, please.
We'll finally show you where Tommy sleeps in the back.
Yeah.
But by then, maybe it won't look like so much like a dungeon.
It
We'll
will
have
never
to-
not look
It
like
will
a
never.
dungeon.
That's a good
The
point.
dungeon here will never not look like
It will
a
always
dungeon.
be a dungeon. Okay. I hear you.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, I literally spared no expense.
Literally.
Yes. Look at our fancy slat wall.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy books back there, other than
Yeah.
the one
Dude,
light.
the
that's-
glare in the
the
middle.
glare. Well,
yeah,
yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Like I said, we'll be somewhere else next week.
Yeah.
But we have survived 99 episodes to make it to 100.
That's insane.
So-
We've been doing this for over 2 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insane to me, too.
That's
Actually, I was
crazy.
thinking about it earlier. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We do this 100 episodes.
What the heck?
Yeah.
How did we do that?
That's pretty good. I'm surprised.
Accidentally.
I wasn't 100% an accident.
Eh. I've been more forceful.
You
Yeah,
have,
this
you have.
round trip.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. Yep.
The driving force.
Tess and I, the last month or so, have been.
Y'all suck.
We do.
Yeah. It's been
We
the
won't
world
be the first to admit it.
I don't know what they've been doing.
crying myself to sleep.
Every single waking up
Oh.
at 4 a.m.
Everyone seems so stressed for the comic shop move, but I've been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we know you're fine.
Well, what's wrong with y'all?
I have
All
a
we've
list.
been hearing about is how fine you are. Oh my God, there are people looking at Barnaby. That's so exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah, I noticed this morning there were some books missing.
That's very exciting.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
That's exciting.
Yay,
Yay.
books.
Yay, Barnaby.
He does like
he has
rubbing
been.
in.
He has been.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like work. I'm going home.
Really.
Or the mild inconvenience. Well, I'm done.
Yep.
No shade either. No
No.
blame. Like I'd be
Yeah.
the same way in his position. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks hard.
Mhm.
Oh,
What?
boy, look at the time.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, you notice most of the stuff that I did here was when no one
Nobody
else was
else
here.
was here. Yep. And I'm so jealous of that.
100%. Hey, look, there's no one there. I'll go do my work.
Yeah, I moved a lot of boxes by myself while no one was here, and I preferred it that way.
Incredibly valid.
Like
Oh.
there were a few things that were so heavy that like Steve and I together had to do it. There was one thing that was so heavy it took 4 of us to do it. Showcase is really heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Steve and I did most of the boxes in the back room. Alex and I did a load, and then Steve and I did a load, and then I did 2 loads by myself.
Yeah.
Because why not? And then the cameras I did when there was no one.
Yeah.
So it's great.
The cameras are great. They're positioned perfectly.
They
It's
really
like you
are.
learned.
It's like I learned something, right? Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. in the old shop, as soon as I put the cameras up and plugged them in, I went, crap, I'm not doing that now. So I knew what not to do this time.
Yeah, the shots where they're anyway, it's really well done. Good job.
Good job.
But the important thing is I'm still allowed in the new shop to film.
Exactly.
The fun thing is that for the last few months we were in the old shop, Phil didn't have a key to that store, but he had one to this one. That amused me greatly.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. Steve showed up. He goes, "Why are you waiting outside?" I'm like, "Steve, I don't have a key. I can't get in." I said, "Then when we go to the other one, I'm fine."
Oh my God.
So, but anyway.
Don't worry, I sacrificed my key for Philip.
You did.
You should all cheer for me.
Yay!
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Give her a victory.
I did. I gave a golf clap.
I got a golf clap. That's all that matters. Wow.
All right. So tonight we'll talk about some comics. We'll probably talk about the shop for a little bit because I'm sure they'll want to talk about the shop.
Yeah. You're doing a walkthrough video at some
I'll
point,
be
right?
doing a walkthrough video probably in the next couple of weeks here.
We're still fine-tuning some stuff.
Yeah, I'm waiting until they fine-tune, but I've been asked to do a walkthrough, so I'll be doing that. It'll probably be multiple walkthrough videos, like one regular and then one where I actually stop and talk about like what this is.
And then one where it's a silly walkthrough video.
We can do a scary one.
I'm gonna have
jump scares.
I'm gonna have someone behind me clopping the coconuts.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Are any of the Squishables birds? Because we need an African swallow and a European swallow.
no, Tess gave up her key to the old shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has
Yes,
a
I have
key
a
to
key
the.
here.
She has a key here.
Yeah,
She
we're
gave
all
up her
good
key.
here.
Yeah, she had to give it up to the old shop because I have to do stuff at the old shop now.
Yep.
Because I didn't have a key to the old shop once I sold, but I have a key to. Yeah, I don't know.
There were keys involved.
I'm not sure why people trust me. I have no idea. But anyway, we'll talk about. Let's see. We got comics. We'll talk about the shop a little bit. We have movie news.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
We
God.
have TV show news,
Mm-hmm.
which was also exciting. And then I have another little topic I want to bring up if we have time. That somebody said something stupid online and it irked me.
Oh,
Ooh.
let's do that.
Like, once
Let's do
again-
that.
All right, fine. We'll do that first.
Yeah.
So it is comic related. So I guess the Jupiter's Legacy.
Mhm.
I never watched it, but evidently there was a show on Netflix.
Yeah, I never.
And
watched
then they
it
did
either.
an animated series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I neither.
No idea.
So it was like a spin-off animated with the villains or something.
Okay.
Anyway, so somebody did like this small dissertation. I hope it wasn't any of y'all. Did a small dissertation about how weak that universe was and how the superheroes had like these weaknesses and not like overly powered. And then went into this rant like, well, if Thor showed up there, he would just destroy everything. Like he would beat like all these superheroes because they're underpowered. And I'm like, what a dumb argument.
Yeah.
Like, once again, I'm not being negative. It's just a dumb argument. Like, if
Yeah.
Thor showed up with the Thundercats,
Yeah.
who's going to like that sort of
Yeah.
omens would be nothing on the like.
Yeah.
Like,
When
Why
using
do-
Thor as an example, though, that's what's really stupid.
You know, if Superman showed up in the Smurfs,
yes,
he could beat Gargamel easy.
yes, and that's
That's
and
the point.
I normally just let things go.
Yeah.
But that kind of irked me because
Because it's stupid. Arguments
because
are
it's a stupid argument in the sense that this whole RCX media thing is all about positivity.
Mhm.
But this person is trying to find something to hate just to hate,
Yeah.
right? Because that, like, what kind of art? I mean,
It's yeah.
Yeah. Every subreddit I'm in about a comic book publisher or a character or a movie or TV show, there's always somebody like, what's the worst thing about the show? And I'm just like, you.
Literally.
Like,
The fans.
like you're right. Francine and Kachu would not stand a chance against Superman if they showed up. Like the Parker girls.
Kachu would. Come on.
Well, yeah, maybe, but still.
Still, yeah.
Like that seemed like a silly
Yeah, I agree.
Like that seemed like an argument just to argue something, and I don't understand that about this fandom, right?
Mhm.
Like if you like the thing, like the thing. If you don't like the thing, just pick up and move on.
And for the
Yeah.
love of God, wait until it actually comes out.
Right?
And then decide if you like it or not. Watch it or read it
Yeah.
and then decide.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be fair. I haven't watched the Jupiter's Legacy stuff on Netflix. I guess the
Me
movie
neither.
came out like a year or two. Like,
I never read
I
the
think-
comics.
yeah, I read a couple of issues. I have them because one day I will get to it in my mass stack of books.
Yeah.
But like, it just really seems like a really in a time where there's so much great stuff in this medium,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like all the graphic novels and all the comics and like even the movies and stuff. If you don't like it, just move on.
Yeah.
Like
There's always something else.
don't make up an argument to hate what we're doing when we're trying to grow what we're doing.
Literally.
I just that like it really like I read it this morning and I was literally like, is this where we're at now?
Yeah.
One of the first things I saw on Reddit this morning after I watched the Fantastic Four trailer, where somebody's like, "Oh, we're finally back," and I'm like, "We never went anywhere."
You literally.
Like, calm down.
Mhm.
Well, obviously this is gonna be the best Fantastic Four because Herbie's in it.
Yeah. Also, the nod to the bear with Ben cooking.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
Yeah, that whole we're just going right into that. That whole teaser trailer was phenomenal. Like it is everything that I have been hoping since day one.
So
It's a period piece. It is like the car, like the fantastic
Yeah.
car going through the street. I was completely sold at that point.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care if I get 2 hours of that car riding through the street.
I did see one comment today. They were like, they've completely messed this movie up. Why is Reed so much hotter than Johnny? And I was like, I can't argue.
That's actually a good point. I didn't think about that.
Look, Reed pulled Sue. Don't even.
That's
Yep.
Like
that's
I'm
true.
sorry.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like obviously.
Oh
I'm just saying.
my God.
But yes, that trailer was everything. The teaser trailer was everything that I actually wanted it to be.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
and then the shadow of Galactus
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Every bit of that trailer was fantastic. And I don't know a single thing about what's happening in this
I have
movie.
no idea.
And that's
I
the
don't-
best part.
I love teaser trailers because
Yeah.
I get to see some cool stuff and then like
Don't care.
no idea what's happening.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But I did, but like you could already tell they're going to do family stuff. Like we have dinner every Sunday
Yep.
at 7 p.m. no matter what.
Yes.
Like
I love it.
like it's just they're bringing it like it is truly everything that I wanted. So I mean, once again, I don't know anything else about it, but I'm in.
Yep. I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm so excited for this movie.
So, I'll probably actually go to the theater.
set.
I'm definitely.
Like,
I
you
got-
are,
I
but
got-
that's not big for you.
I got Captain America coming first.
Mhm.
So hyped for
That's
Captain
next
America.
week, right?
So yeah, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's next Friday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not this coming Friday, but the
No,
Friday.
but there's
yeah.
one after. Still.
Yeah, I know.
that's
I know.
The passage of time.
Yeah.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Good luck, y'all.
So we got a comment about Palatine Comic Con. Thank you. It was a lot of work to put together, and yes, Drew Moss was awesome. I got to talk to him a lot. I bought one of his sketchbooks and had him do a little sketch for me in it. Yeah, he was a
That
cool
seems
guy.
sketchy.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy. He was super nice. I'm hoping to have him back at another event in the not too distant future. I was pretty happy with it. It's all good.
Did he have a good time?
He did. He did. Yeah. I talked to him right as he was leaving. They had a good time. He brought a friend with him who's, oh my God, I feel so bad. I can't remember his name. He introduced me and told me his name. He's worked for Marvel and DC and a bunch of other places. I feel terrible. I was so tired on Saturday. It was a rough day. I got there at the high school about 6:45.
Jeez.
No, sorry, 7:45.
Okay.
7:45.
Okay, I was about to say.
I
was
woke
like,
up.
do you know what you know what the time is at 7:45?
I woke up at 4 a.m.
Mhm.
after not really sleeping, and then was there at 7:45. Yeah, it was a long day, but it was great. It worked out really well. I'm excited to do it again next year.
Yay!
Well, you should do that then.
I will.
All right, TV news.
Okay.
Buffy.
Yeah. I had within a 10-minute span, I don't even know how many messages I got because in several friend circles, I am the Buffy guy.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Cyrus was the first one to text me. He was like, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "Yes, I have seen this." Sarah Michelle Gellar's involved. I'm 100% in. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
One of the movie people that I follow on TikTok, I only listened to about the first 30 seconds of her rant because she's very angry about it. And I was like, I don't need that negativity. And I scrolled away.
I mean, and they have so much possibility to do the show. Like I'm actually looking. So I'll tell you, I've read a lot of the novels that people have written that has carried on the Buffy lore that has Buffy in it, but it's like she's older and stuff. Like every novel has been great. So even if they make the show half as good as any of those novels, like the show is going to be awesome. So.
Well, apparently one of the things that I read, and everything is speculation at this point, nobody really knows what's going on with it. But some of the speculation I've heard is that she is going to reprise her role as Buffy.
Yes.
And this is going to be.
Yeah, she won't be the main. She'll be the semi-main.
Yeah.
She'll be like the Watcher Slayer.
Yeah. Type. But and if they pick it up after the show, even if they ignore the comics and just pick it up after the show, there's potentially, pun intended, thousands of Slayers out there throughout the world. And so
which is how the novels have been working.
I mean, that's how the comics went too.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed the comics. The first season was the show without a budget. So they had a helicopter and giant monsters, and they had a castle in Scotland that they all worked out of, and it was awesome.
I would imagine they're going to take the comic because the comics were listed as seasons.
Yeah,
I have to imagine they're going to take the comics.
If they use the comics and jump off of where the last season of the comics happened, there's a lot that happened.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Well, I mean, I have a feeling that we're going to have. It's going to be a pretty big jump even after the comics.
Yeah,
because Buffy's not 28,
right?
Like in the comics.
Yeah, she's going to be in her 50s. Maybe
she's not that old, is she?
I guess she is a little younger than us.
Yeah.
So Buffy in her 40s.
You're just old, not everyone else.
I disagree.
So yes, but yeah, I'm excited for that. So
yeah, I'm super hyped. I love Buffy, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And I would love for some of the old writers to come back, like Marty Noxon. I don't know what she's doing right now, but all the episodes where she was the head writer were fantastic.
And probably the way they're going to do it is going to be easy for the actors and actresses to make appearances because they're not going to be the main.
And I wonder if they'll CGI Spike and Angel to make them seem the same age as they were.
I don't think you'll see Angel.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think David is David has finally moved on.
Yeah.
Like there was a time I think he would have done it, but he's kind of moved on.
Yeah.
Spike would do it. He'll do it.
I would like them to, you know what I want? I want a show about Oz and his little werewolf pack. And where were they? Africa?
Yeah.
Something like that. That would be cool.
Seth just needs to make an appearance.
Yep.
It does. He does. All he's got to do is just run through the background. I don't even need. So anyway, so that was pretty cool. So that's going to be at Hulu if it gets picked up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hopefully,
it's so exciting for me.
Hopefully we get picked up. All right, comics. Want to talk comics?
Yes.
Speaking of nostalgia,
yep,
we have some Hulks that are silver.
Space Cops
#1. Man, did they make a chromium cover of this? Because they really missed out on the chance to just bring the 90s.
Yeah, all of them had
a chromium,
a foil of some kind.
I didn't pay attention.
I only ordered that version of the Mark Spears cover because it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But yeah, there is a foil version of that.
Silver Hulks #1. Da, da, da.
So, for those of you who are paying attention to release dates, this book was supposed to come out last week, but we didn't get it until this week. So, it's coming out this week.
It's all fine. It's all
It is a
fine.
Dynamite book. We do have 732 covers. Anyway.
Oh, it's like an organ. Story.
No, 90% of the Silverhawks are at retirement age.
Oh, is that what this is?
This is like the big villain from the cartoon.
So
they put him in prison 150 years ago.
So we're actually taking off from the animated series.
Yep.
Wow.
So these guys, like, he's in prison. He's been there for 150 years, and the Silverhawks are all at a retirement party.
Wow.
And then there's a prison break.
Well, that's no good.
And one of the cops gets almost murdered. And then when he wakes up, he's Silverhawky.
What the?
So this is like the nostalgia is heavy if you were a Silverhawks fan back when we were children. Golden Hawks, yes.
Golden Hawks.
Yes.
Wow, there's a lot of covers.
Yeah. And every cover has a foil version.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I still passing these to you now?
I don't even want to look through that.
Wow.
Sorry, that was a lot. I'm so sorry.
Here, I'll take it. I'll take it. She didn't mean it. It's okay.
I did not even mean to say it that meanly.
Wow. I don't want your crappy comic.
What did the Silverhawks ever do to you? You know what? You should respect your elders. They're way older than you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot to put like emotion into it.
No. It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
All right. Next up is Thundercats number 12 with Chitara on the cover.
This book has been awesome. Chitara is heavily featured in this book. So is Tigra.
Yeah, those have been the best issues, actually.
Yeah.
Well, and her miniseries was
so good.
So it was the best.
Yeah.
Here, let's see if I can find.
You're gonna get spoiled.
Yeah, I won't look that closely.
Anyway, at the end of last issue, Lion-O was a little tied up. And that continues through this issue. We see Katra, I believe is her name again, and she's talking to Jaga.
The Hut?
Nobody Jaga's the Hut. But once again, they add new lore to the Thundercats mythology. They also added new ore. That'll make sense when you read it.
Any new hands? No. Same old hands. But new oars.
New oars. Also, the mutants, Slive ran into his son a couple issues ago, and his son is like, why don't you come home and see what home looks like?
Yeah.
And so, like, the rest of the mutants, lizard guys.
Evidently, Slive went out for milk a few years ago and never
came back.
Never came back.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
I'm not writing the story.
You're not.
Here, I'm not even going to give it to Tess.
I'm so sorry.
Like, all I'm going to do is get yelled at again.
Yeah. That's probably true.
If I wanted that crap, I'd go back to work.
Some of us are a bit punchy this evening.
I'm so sorry.
Due to tiredness. I wasn't even talking this specifically about you.
Okay, thanks.
I think we're all a little.
I'm fine.
We know you're fine.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Ultimates number 9.
So some of this book takes place in 2005, and some of this book takes place in 2025, and some of it takes place in years in between. The whole issue is about Luke Cage.
That guy. Right.
Ultimate Luke Cage. So it turns out when the Maker created this world, not only did he stop everyone from getting powers, but the people who were inherently heroic without powers were put into a database so that they were hard targeted by law enforcement. And one of those people was Luke Cage. So as a minor, he got convicted and put in prison. And no one ever really told him what he was convicted of. He was just convicted and put in prison. So he spent basically his entire life in prison. And when Tony Stark did his thing to try and give all the heroes their powers, we get to see how that affected Luke. And it is not just a really cool story about like this one person in this new Ultimate Universe, but it is a story about racial profiling. Like there's a lot of layers to the story.
Yeah, it looks really good, actually.
It is very good. I don't know if this is my favorite issue of Ultimate so far, but it's up
probably
there.
going to be close.
It's up there, man. It's really good.
Like I haven't read it yet, but I'm flipping pictures. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's right.
And
Ultimate's nice.
It's one of those things where like every few issues of Ultimates we get an issue that doesn't further the main plot exactly, but brings us a new player in this whole story. And I don't think they're doing that for no reason. I have a feeling Luke Cage is going to be important.
Well, I think that's why the Ultimates has been such a weird book, though, because really, I'm not sure there's really supposed to be much of a plot.
Yeah, that's definitely the way it feels.
It's an introduction of all these characters that when month 0 hits, we have a team, right?
Yeah.
And then the battle, that's when the story begins.
Yeah.
Right? That's
can they take out the Maker?
Can they take out the Maker along with all the other villains and stuff, right?
And there's like an epilogue kind of that doesn't involve Luke Cage. It's She-Hulk standing over this tube where they've kept Tony Stark. And she gives this speech to Tony about how she needs him to come back and how if he dies or he's dead or whatever, then, how does she do whatever? And then she starts talking about like when her powers kicked in and what it felt like. And it is brutal. Like when she became She-Hulk, like her body, and it sounds like it took a long time. It wasn't like the whole transformation where in a couple minutes he's the Hulk. It sounds like it may have taken months for her body to transform and adjust. And it sounds awful.
Speaking of awful.
No, Off-World.
Oh, Off-World. I can't read. Batman Off-World number 6.
The final issue.
Dun, dun, dun. This has been coming out for a while.
It only took about 10 months to get this 6-issue series.
It's still not Camelot 3000. It's fine.
So I loved this book. It's early days of Batman. An alien comes to Earth. Batman can't beat him. So Batman's like, okay, there's aliens. Clearly, I need to learn how to fight aliens. So he goes into space and ends up like in space prison because these 2 evil superpowered beings have taken over an entire quadrant of space with a mining operation. So they've subjugated.
That's pretty cool.
Dozens of worlds and like billions of people and forced them to work in the mines and has like stolen their children. And they're just awful people. And Batman spends months in space learning everything he can. And then because he's Batman, he inspires a bounty hunter to be a better person. And so like out in space somewhere, there's this myth of the Batman amongst all these alien races because he came in and he kind of saved them and fought off like the great evil. And then, of course, when he did that, the great evil was the government mechanism. So now there's chaos. And so this bounty hunter is basically space cop Batman at the end of the story. And I desperately want more of this story and these characters. The bounty hunter is a Tamaranian. So it's like,
Oh, that makes sense for what I saw there.
Yeah.
Okay.
she's like
I
heavily
didn't read it. I just saw a picture.
tattooed, sassy, angry Starfire.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would that
Without, she doesn't really have the same powers
Right.
and stuff as
Oh,
Starfire.
because she's not a queen
princess or
or
whatever.
princess. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's an awesome character.
She does call Batman an idiot.
Good.
Many times over the course of the series. Many times. Also, there's Punchbot, which is a training robot that Batman taught to be better. And so, like, this bat person that he left behind has a Robin in the form of a punchy robot.
Aw.
And he's so adorable.
Is
I
it
love
real
him.
steel?
Basically. Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's so, oh God.
Rock'em sock'em Batman.
This book was super fun. I liked it a lot. And I'm usually like these Batman miniseries. Like I read the first issue and I'm like, whatever. Like
It's
not for me. Most of the time, the Bat books that are about Batman don't really interest me. But this was like, there's no Bruce Wayne in this book.
It's just Batman.
It's just Batman. And he's out of his element and he gets his butt kicked for like 5.5 out of 6 issues. Like he does not do well.
I mean, he's just a kid.
Like it's super strong aliens and stuff. But like over the course of getting his butt kicked, he's learning where their pressure points are. He's learning where their weak spots are. He's Batman, being Batman.
I am Batman. All right. The next up is absolutely super. Is absolutely Batman number 4. And then whatever Tess said.
It's absolute superb man.
Yeah.
Not Batman. Batman is next week. He's superb man. Actually, this book.
Sorry, it's something. Here, read the cover.
This book barely has superb man in it, but what it does have is absolute Lois Lane,
Yes.
who works for the bad guys,
Oh,
but isn't 100% a bad guy. But
Yeah.
she is
Absolute Lois
100% a badass.
yeah. Yeah, look at her.
Yeah,
And
she's pretty cool, actually.
she works for the corporation that
Lazarus
that runs half the world and is evil.
and has all the
And
John Cena's.
yeah, their security force is the Peacemakers.
She
And
has
the
a whole task
character,
force of
the
John Cena.
Christopher, whatever his last name is, the character that John Cena plays in this is starting to question, like, what are we doing? And it's interesting because they're Lazarus's like AI that helps them deal with everything is called the Brainiac system, and I'm pretty sure it's literally Brainiac.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
And Chris is having like a therapy session, and he's like, I tried to shoot him and I missed, and the AI is like, your weapon misfired, and that's why you missed. And he's like, no, I just missed because, and they were like, so your weapon misfired. We'll take it and recalibrate it and give it back to you.
Literally gaslighting.
Like the gaseous lighting. Yeah. And then you get to hear from a lot of people from all over the world about like Superman saved them all from something. Like things were going terrible and this guy showed up and saved them.
It happens.
It was interesting. The last issue was like 100% a flashback issue to when Kal-El was on Krypton as like a 12, 13-year-old. And like his mom. And I think the reason that he is going to like Lois so much is that she reminds me a lot of his mom.
Uh-huh.
They're
Oh my
both
God.
legit badasses. They're awesome. Yeah, this book is
So good.
so good. All the absolute books have been good, but Wonder Woman's still my favorite.
Mhm.
But Superman is very close
Very
behind.
close second.
You already read that?
Yeah,
Okay,
she did.
yeah.
I think she
That's
read
why I
it
didn't
before
hand it to her.
Yeah.
That's why I
I
didn't hand
opened
it
all
to
the
her.
boxes so I could find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Is that why there was books everywhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. All over the floor.
Superman uses his freeze breath, and then they're like, he just spit at us, and we couldn't do anything.
I love it so much.
And then this week, Marvel is premiering. Yuck, yuck. In these small compact editions. So first up is Daredevil Born Again. So these are similar to the DC ones, except for they're $14.99 instead of $9.99, which is fine.
You know, it's
they're a little bit bigger, right? I mean, size wise, I think.
I think because they're so white.
Is that what it is?
I think it makes them look bigger. I haven't put them up against each other to compare.
Tess, will you go grab one of the DC books over there?
I will.
Thank you.
So we grabbed the two that come out this week. We got Born Again and then the Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Panther, A Nation Under Our Feet.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, they are a little bigger.
That's why we get the extra $4.
Interesting.
So here's the DC small ones, and then Marvel decided to make theirs just a little bit larger. And so, but these are really cool.
These are fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy them.
They smell like new books.
Yep. So once again, you can get ready for the Daredevil series to start soon with this version of Born Again.
And I really love the paper. It's like somewhere between newsprint and glossy. It's similar to the paper they've been using.
It's similar to the Epic paper, right? The Epic books they've been doing is similar.
Oh, is it?
I
haven't.
so.
I thought those were glossier.
Nah, I think they're
okay.
Like
I like these. It feels like the paper stock is a little thicker than normal,
but they're like Marvel's releasing two of these, but they're not doing a ton. They're kind of like doing the DC. They're just putting certain ones out. So
whoa! All right. So here's something.
So this is my pick of the week. So these little ones this is my pick of the week. Tommy's pick of the week was Superb, absolutely man. And Tessa's pick of the week was Snot Girl, which we didn't talk about Snot Girl, but
no one's read it.
It's Brian Lee O'Malley, and still Brian Lee O'Malley.
I did not know about this. The back of the book has a bunch of back matter, which I'm a huge fan of. There's also whatever variant covers that they did for all these issues. There's some oh my God, there's so much cool stuff.
The Daredevil one has all the layouts and the scripts.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
okay, these are even cooler than I thought they were.
So these are actually really cool. So these are my pick of the weeks. So, but there's decent stuff that's coming out this week. If you're into the Teen Titans, the Judas contract trade.
Oh yeah, the
complete Judas contract. I forget what they're called. Whatever.
It's DC something.
DC's Finest.
Yeah, DC's Finest.
Yeah. So that comes out this week.
Mm-hmm. There's
Absolute Power.
Oh yeah, the Absolute Power hardcover, and then the trades for Absolute Power Origins and Task Force 7.
New printings of Venom.
Amazing. And an issue of Amazing Spider-Man. The Laura Kinney Wolverine.
The Laura Kinney Wolverine the cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's
gorgeous. We got new printings of Uncanny X-Men 1 and the Ultimate Universe 1 year later, or 1 year in. So we got a bunch of second prints. I also got a restock on Metamorpho #1 in case you missed it and want to check it out. So there's actually a bunch of cool stuff that came out this week. I just haven't had time to read a lot of it yet.
Yeah. The Judas contract is good. It can be a hard read at times. Like it is. Yeah. It is the single story that redefined who the Teen Titans were during the time period where they were looked at as,
and it was during that weird stretch of time in the 80s where the 40-year-old bad guys were in a relationship with 15-year-old girls.
Hate that.
Yeah, not a fan. But anyway, we also got today a ton of restocks.
Yes.
The one that excited us the most, I think, was the Wonder Woman Dead Earth hardcover.
Yes. Dead Earth is,
oh God, it's so good. It's Daniel Warren Johnson, who is currently writing Transformers. He did do a Powerbomb. It is a Wonder Woman book that feels like it was published by an indie publisher, not by DC.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's a post-apocalyptic Wonder Woman story that she's Wonder Woman. It doesn't matter the circumstances around her. She is going to just radiate hope.
And there's a good battle between her and Superman for about 3.5 minutes.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you should all buy it.
I put one in Bill's box today.
Mm-hmm. It's the first time that they've actually gotten her right.
Mhm.
Like I love Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
and I've been reading Wonder Woman forever, like Rucka's Run, the current time. But in that one, people forget that she's a god, like a literal god, not. Oh, Superman's powerful. He's like a god. Yeah, but she is
a
one.
god. Yeah.
Like all these arguments, like well, Superman. Well, I mean, Wonder Woman kind of let you have that one. And so this is what happens when you make her mad.
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of was like, they won't really do that in the normal DC universe because Superman.
Right.
But I like the fact that they
Yeah.
wrote a story that was like, oh yeah, she is a god.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not a kind of a god.
A literal god.
And there's because whenever Wonder Woman is doing awesome Wonder Woman stuff, Cheetah is there for some reason. So there's some great stuff with Cheetah in this book.
Yeah. Dead. You should read that.
Yeah.
Everyone should read that.
Everyone should read it.
The scene where after she wakes up and finds herself in this post-apocalyptic world, when she meets back up with Batman, chef's kiss,
It's
perfect.
so good. God.
It is. It really is. Yeah. There's nothing bad in that book,
No.
like at all. There's nothing. Yeah.
I have to reread it now.
Yeah. I did reread Carmen.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw you did a writing cars and books
Writing in
with that one.
cars. And like Carmen was one of my favorite books. Carmen's from Image.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. And it was one of my favorite books. And what was it, 2023? It was one of my favorite books of 2023. And it's one of my all-time favorite books. And I think I was wrong. I think I like it more.
Really?
than I think I liked it when I read it.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's things in there that I'd either forgotten. I know I didn't overlook because I remembered it, but like a few
Reading it a
years
second
later,
time.
it now has still hits a little different. And so it's like, wow.
We sold our final copy. I'm gonna have Alex order us
Yeah,
more.
it
'cause
is. It
it's-
definitely is. It's better now than it was when I read it a couple of years ago.
That's
And it
awesome.
was already one of my best books. And I'm sitting there reading this and I'm like, holy crap.
Mhm.
Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is why I like this book, but it's more of my personality now. So I like it even more.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of, it's going to sound weird, but there's a lot of me and the girl who basically tries to commit suicide. Like a lot of her, the way she looks at life
Yeah.
is like, she doesn't trust people. So she just gives up on them.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I can't understand you.
I get that.
And then Carmen yells at her, and I'm like, okay, I understand that too.
Right.
That book's awesome. So,
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I read it as it was coming out, but I should probably reread it.
yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
should.
definitely.
I haven't read it since it came out.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I reread it as a whole since it came out. Right.
Okay.
Like I read it in the issues that it came
Yeah,
out,
same.
and I loved it.
Yeah.
Like it was already, but now that I've sat down and just read from beginning to end, yeah, it's a whole different vibe.
Mhm.
So that's big.
There is something happening outside that I
think it's a kid acting like a duck.
yeah, it's there's a wild animal being tortured or a child making noises. I'm not, one or the other. I don't know.
Or one and the same.
Oh my god. But-
So y'all in a new location, huh?
What?
It is weird being this close to the window.
Yes, because people keep walking by and looking at us.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You can
Yeah.
just stare at them now.
Nice.
So, yeah, was always a little bit away from the.
Well, thank you, Brian. I worked very hard moving boxes so that Tess and Alex could make it look pretty.
It's true. It's true.
All the boxes I moved are still in the back.
Yep.
He
it's
moved
true.
the stuff that didn't matter.
That's right.
Congrats.
Yeah. That's usually the story of my life. Oh, Good job, kid. No one cares. Literally, no one cares. Did the electrical work. I hung the Batman
He
sign.
did. He put up. Yeah, you did a lot of electrical work in here.
Did all the cameras, the Batman sign.
Yeah.
You've
I-
done a lot of
I
great
Velcroed
things.
the open sign.
You did?
Yep.
You did?
I did stuff. And then when I got irritated, I went home.
Exactly.
Actually, I didn't get irritated because none of it affected me.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Like crawling to the ceiling, I was fine. Like I did the cameras in 3 days because I told myself, I said, I'm leaving work. I'm going to go work on cameras, but at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And every day I was out the door at 6 p.m. I'm like, I am not staying
Good.
at 6:01. So it was like, so I set those goals and I came back on Friday and I finished up and moved on with my life.
Hell
Good
yeah.
goals. Good goals.
It is. They'll never see this, but it's actually gotten kind of funny now because I think by me doing all this, it's irritated Steve and Alex,
Yeah.
which is a bonus, right?
Yeah. No, it has. It has. It has.
They seem genuinely concerned about
I
me.
think they're confused. I don't think they're irritated. I think they're confused.
Definitely confused.
Yeah.
But what's funny is, so when I walked in, it was last week when I walked in, and Nancy was here.
Uh-huh.
And Nancy started giving me all this stuff to do, and then you could just see the veins in Steve's neck. Because Nancy, she's like, sure, go do it.
Yeah. I'm like, if you volunteer to do a thing, let them volunteer
Like
to do a
Nancy,
thing.
like Nancy has no problem.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. And I finally looked at him. I'm like, look, that's between y'all when y'all go home.
Yeah.
I looked at Nancy. I'm like, I'll do whatever you need me to do. And that's between y'all when y'all go home. It was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
It is pretty funny. Nancy
Wow.
cracks me up. So. Anyway, we've made it 100 episodes.
We
Yep.
sure have.
We'll try to come back for 101 next week.
We'll
we'll be back.
see. Who knows what happens?
we'll be
Hopefully
back.
we'll be more rested by then.
I don't think we will.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just make fun of y'all for 45 minutes next week.
That's fine. We can work with
that's fair.
that.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
can do that. It's not a.
I'll just take a nap and you can,
You
do
can
whatever
do
you,
everything, yeah.
whatever you want.
You'd be good at that.
Oh no.
Yes, Tommy, take a nap.
yes, please.
I don't know how you're going to explain things on Wednesday, but sure.
But
Look, everyone who shops here, all I have to say is Philip, and they'd be like,
That's probably true. Oh, that guy. So, anyway, Tess, you have any final thoughts?
literally none.
Except for she hates Silverhawks.
I don't hate Silver
No, I'm pretty sure.
Hawks.
I am pretty sure we've come to the conclusion.
I just forgot to.
I'm pretty sure that Tess hates a book that she's never read.
I've never read. Actually, yeah, I'll own it. I'll own it.
you should start a podcast.
I should start a podcast.
And
Just-
and every week it should just be how much you hate the Silverhawks.
exactly.
Just pick some random reason that has
random
absolutely nothing to do with the Silverhawks. Well, that one wears gold shoes.
Thor
And
could beat them.
what's that Silverine going to do
relevant.
against Mjolnir?
Literally.
I bet SpongeBob could. He's nowhere near as strong as SpongeBob. Come on.
No one is.
Nobody.
Space.
Oh my
That's the
god.
final frontier.
I bet Rocket wants his arm.
Jeez.
All right. Tess is giving us an ugly look. She wants to go home.
I do.
So.
I do.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We'll figure out where we're going to sit next week while we talk through all this.
In the soft light of the kids section.
We should, yeah. We should turn off all of these lights
And
and
just
just,
those
sit
lamps?
with the lamps in
That would
the
be
all
so
ages
beautiful.
section. That'd be awesome. Maybe some candles.
Yeah.
No.
No, we can get like not the
Okay.
the LED candles.
Okay, that works. That works.
Thanks, guys.
That's all right. We'll
We
talk to
appreciate
y'all
you.
later. Yep,
See you
we
next
do.
week.
See you later. Bye.
Oh.